Zuamia na wase ene unim se court ahye se baby Abronye DC ewo bia na police fo nhwe na omofa ne mra na yensan so eremani ni biem na isan se wohwe Abronye ho nsem ba ya na obia ka bia dedepu ya no ene edie na esinti a court eche se Abronye yensan so fa ne mra na yeremani ni biem ebusua ma ye enjoy this conversation na makase Prophet Roger eka se Abronye should be very careful isan se oyenyame nipa wan hwe na de ba no Eson. Now people thought say be a prophet in your beer for ade. Now look at what is going on. Abronye DC once again and penny force answer here Abronye.
Men some as I bear and 2 days ago buying here. Now a buy and then one court, but all the excuse by say only what yare. Now the first bail condition here the man never must say I'm depositing the passport. And I basis I bring on deposit passport no but almost the application by say and court and very sir deposit of the passport no as I say the passport na could di embassy there or the pay visa 2 coin is an local school and the minimum year and the court say carta did that and then in the say or file application nanka will bear 4 days and go to me deposit the said passport but one yet it is a variation of the bail condition on the passport court about to court also as say police for encourage Abronye never into police custody until the production or the until he produces the passport in the asset now no Abronye don't be sharing the ombeche na omere na police custody and he said no come not now to producing the passport na near court bekan otumiaka it is ana ekokosi enti yenyan share date abesa ba want to say obe deposit in the passport and court doesn't have assignment so the idea I say enye bench warrant per se but as a assessor is as a one man amo court on say say omo kwache no there be on be share ni bia no on be che no unless of course be on house be can say what near court on so account me me de me ho kwa koma police now see be a passport now I ready how they call deposit it is an ecoposi men some as I bear and 2 days ago buying here now a buy and then one court but all the excuse by say only what yare now the first bail condition here the man never must say I'm depositing the passport now basis I be on deposit passport but almost the application by say and court and very deposit of the passport no as I say the passport na could di embassy there or the pay visa 2 coin is an local school and the minimum year and the court say carta did that and then in the say or file application nanka will bear 4 days and go to me deposit the said passport but one yet and this a variation of the bail condition on the passport court about to court also as say police for encourage Abronye never into police custody until the production or the until he produces the passport in the asset now no Abronye be on be share ni be on beche no omo na call police custody and he said any court ne no china ultimate producing the passport na the court be kan ultimate aka it is ana ekokosi enti yenyan share date abesa ba want to say obe deposit in the passport and court doesn't have assignment so the idea I say enye bench warrant per se but as a assessor is as a one man amo court on say say omo kwache no there be on be share ni bia no on be che no unless of course be on house be can say what near court on so account me de me ho kwa koma police now say be a passport no I ready how they call deposit it is an ecoposi.
Let's bring you some updates from the court. The Criminal Division of the Accra High Court has dismissed an application filed by the Bono Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Kwame Baffoe, popularly known as Abronye DC, seeking a variation of his bail conditions after he failed to comply with the court's order to surrender his passports. The court subsequently ordered his immediate remand into police custody and directed that he remain in detention until he fulfills the conditions imposed by the court. Let's go live to the Accra High Court and speak with member of our Legal Affairs Desk, Fatau Bayaga, for more. Fatau, what informed the court's decision to dismiss the application and also remand Abronye DC into custody?
Yeah, so MFI, if you remember, on the 22nd of May this year, the Accra High Court granted Abronye bail in the sum of 100,000 Ghana cedis with two sureties to be justified. He was also ordered to report to the police CID headquarters every 2 weeks and also deposit his passport at the registry of the court. So when he was handed down this particular conditions, Abronye sought to vary particularly this passport aspect of his conditions. And as part of his arguments, and his lawyer made it clear in court today, I'm talking about Daniel Mate Ado, he said that his client on the 14th of this month would be going to the UK to attend school. Apart from that, he would also be seeking health care in the UK. So for that reason, they wanted the court to vary that aspect of the condition so that his client would, be in the UK. He would, when he wants to travel to the UK, he doesn't have to come to the court to seek authorization or express permission and all of that. And for that reason, they were in court seeking the powers of the court to vary or take out that condition as part of his bail conditions, right? But when he made that particular statement, then the prosecution led by Joshua Saki, who is a principal state attorney at the AG's office, also argued that, in fact, in the first place, Abronye has disregarded, he has disrespected the court because when the conditions were handed down to him, he did not present or submit his passport to the registry of the court based on their own information and the checks that they've made. So for that reason, the court should, dismiss his prayer and also remand Abronye into custody. So after making that point, then the trial judge, Halima Abdul Alawal Bassett, also said that based on the evidence before her and all the checks that she has made, Abronye clearly did not submit his passport to the registry of the court, which is a clear violation or a blatant violation of the directives imposed by the court on the 22nd of May this year. So after making that point, she made a ruling and said that Abronye should be remanded immediately into police custody. Apart from that, until he brings his passport to the court, Abronye will not be out of custody. So this was the ruling made by the court.
And he was there in the courtroom?
So Abronye today, surprisingly, was not in court when this particular ruling was made. On Tuesday, he came to court, looking very calm and expressed optimism that this particular application will go through. But today, he was conspicuously missing in court. And interestingly, when he came to court on Tuesday, he said a few things. He said that, at the moment, his case is in relation to the fact that he made some comments against a judge and that were deemed inappropriate. And for that reason, he was arrested and all of that. Abronye that day said that he is not going to back down. He is going to continue to be hard on the government until the right things are done. So today we're just thinking that Abronye will be back in court so that we could just get a few words from him. But unfortunately, Abronye was nowhere to be found.
Well, Fatah, thank you for bringing us an update from court.
The registry of the court, which is a clear violation or a blatant violation of the directives imposed by the court on the 22nd of May this year. So after making that point, she made a ruling and said that Abronye should be remanded immediately into police custody. Apart from that, until he brings his passport to the court, Abronye will not be out of custody. So this was the ruling made by the court.
And he was there in the courtroom?
So Abronye today, surprisingly, was not in court when this particular ruling was made. On Tuesday, he came to court, looking very calm and expressed optimism that this particular application will go through. But today, he was conspicuously missing in court. And interestingly, when he came to court on Tuesday, he said a few things. He said that, at the moment, his case is in relation to the fact that he made some comments against a judge and that were deemed inappropriate. And for that reason, he was arrested and all of that. Abronye that day said that he is not going to back down. He is going to continue to be hard on the government until the right things are done. So today we're just thinking that Abronye will be back in court so that we could just get a few words from him. But unfortunately, Abronye was nowhere to be found.
Well, Fatah, thank you for bringing us an update from court.